320 coming up on 321. We are now just over 2 weeks away from a local fundraiser that is sure to move you in a couple different ways. Abram's Journey, a benefit concert for Abram King, a Santa Clarita infant born with cerebral palsy, will be taking place on Saturday, February 1st at the Newhall Family Theater for the Performing Arts next to Newhall Elementary. All proceeds from the event will fund therapy for his cerebral palsy. Joining me in studio now, Abram's parents, Mihaela and Sterling King. Thank you guys so much for coming in and previewing the event here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate
Of course.
being here.
So how old is Abram now?
Abram is 20 months old, and he's a twin. He has a little sibling sister.
A cute twin sister.
Yeah.
Will he be in attendance? I know he loves music. Will he be in attendance at the event?
He will be there.
Okay.
Yes,
He
and we'll
will
bring him
make-
on stage.
We'll
So-
make a show.
He will be.
We'll make a show.
Excellent. Is this something that you guys had prepared for? Did you guys get a heads up before of a potential diagnosis?
Good question.
So he was diagnosed when he was 1. He's 20 months now, so last summer. And we noticed that he wasn't meeting his milestones. So
Right.
we had some red flags. And
Yeah.
at 1, he
Yeah.
was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
Yeah. After he was born, he had an episode where he didn't breathe for between 3 or 4 minutes, and that is what brought it on, and so we didn't know what the effects of that would be, and so as she just said, he didn't meet his milestones, and that was the outcome. So.
And a couple things that I understand from reading about you guys' story, Abram's
Yeah.
journey.
Uh-huh.
This was not the initial worry. Right away, he was in a fight for his life. He was born, then moments later, his lungs collapsed. The nurses, the
correct.
doctors gave a code white, which means he's not
Correct.
breathing.
Right.
Which
right.
is this was Abram your first child? He's obviously a twin, but
So he's our third child. The
yeah.
twins are third and fourth child. We have two other boys. And no, we were not concerned about that at all, even though
Right.
they were preemies, so they were born at 32 weeks. We were just concerned about carrying twins, but we didn't,
Yeah.
we didn't think.
do you get very big when you're carrying twins?
You
do you
get
get
really big.
exceptionally big? You didn't do
You
any
did.
traveling or flying when you had the twins,
no,
right?
the
Okay.
couch was my,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That
Wow.
was, that
place
was
of,
your seat.
I was on
Yeah.
bed
Yeah.
rest for a while. Yeah.
So right away, he's in a fight for his life. You've got a
Right.
fighter on your hands.
Correct,
Yeah,
yes,
It was
that
a
was-
scary moment, but it worked out.
It was terrifying, yeah.
Yeah.
How is his sister? Is his sister
She's
okay?
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
She's
meeting all
running the house.
Is she?
She's the boss. Yeah.
Yep, as she should be.
I'm pleased to be joined by Mihaela and Sterling King, who'll be hosting a benefit concert for their son, Abram. He was born with cerebral palsy. Actually, you're not born with cerebral palsy. You
Right.
develop it later on, right?
Well,
You
can.
develop from the damage that the brain goes from not breathing at
Right.
birth.
Right. And
Yeah.
sometimes that can happen in utero, and sometimes it'll happen after.
For him, it happened
but
after.
It's
Yeah.
for him it happened after. Yeah. So.
The event is Abram's Journey. It's taking
Right.
place 6 p.m. on Saturday, February 1st at the Newhall Family Theater for the Performing Arts next to Newhall Elementary. With the proceeds, I understand you guys hope to send Abram to the Napa Center, which is the
Right.
Neurological and Physical Habilitation Center in Los Angeles. Why is it so crucial? Why is it so important that you enroll him there?
Yeah.
So this place is very well known among the cerebral palsy community worldwide. So people are bringing their children from all over the world because they have really unique and avant-garde techniques from all over the world. They get their techniques from Poland and Venezuela and Chile, and the results, the success that these kids have is phenomenal. They progress
Right.
within a 3-week intensive program more than they progress with regular therapies within
Wow.
a year. So, and also the crucial, so that's why we're sending him there, because we've seen the results, we heard about the results. We went and visited the place and saw these miraculous things they're doing. These little kids who cannot walk, they're in these vests with little bungees. They're called neurosuits, and they're walking everywhere. They're training.
Yeah.
They're working in definitely different ways
But
than traditional
what's
therapy.
very crucial though is that a child's brain is very malleable up until about 5 years old,
Right.
roughly. And so we want to, as a preventative measure, not preventive, but getting on his treatment early prevention is what we want to do. And so we want to get him there at least 3 times before he's 5 years old. And that gives him the best chance he can to be able to walk or have a semblance of somewhat of a normal life, being able to walk and get around and be as much like you and I and how our
Sure.
motor skills as possible.
Yeah.
How long are these sessions?
They're 3 weeks long, and they're every day, 5 days a week, for 4 to 5 hours a day.
Wow.
So for a
Right.
little guy, that's a lot, but that's how they get results. That constant repetition, and it's one after another. So they're 3 weeks long.
He will complain.
And actually,
will.
But,
he will
but it's worth
complain
it.
probably,
It's
but
worth
he'll
it.
get used to it.
Yeah, it's for his own good. He doesn't
Yeah.
know now, but yeah.
And the recommendation is actually that they do 3 to 4 sessions a year, every year till they're 5, or even after 5. But yes, the brain
Yeah.
is most capable of learning new skills till 5. So
Yeah.
the time's crucial now.
Yeah.
You know.
But with these programs, I'm sure they're very expensive. You know?
Are, and
Yep.
they're not covered by insurance.
They're not?
No, so insurance covers the regular therapy,
Mm-hmm.
the weekly therapy we do right now, but they don't cover intensive therapies like this one.
Right.
So it's $10,000 a session, a 3-week
Mm-hmm.
session, and so the recommendation is to do 3 to 4 a year. So that
Right.
that adds up to
Of course, it adds up quickly.
Yeah.
very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
It is.
It's world renowned and it brings results, and so we hope he can benefit from that as much as possible.
Well, the event is Abram's Journey, benefit concert for Abram King, Santa Cruz infant diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Proceeds will benefit his therapy, especially at the Napa Center in Los Angeles. An evening of inspiring classical music performed by professional musicians coming together from all across the country, all across the world. Ages 8 and up, this event. So everybody's invited.
Right.
Pre-sale suggested donation, $20. At the door suggested donation, $30. Preferred seating, the first 5 rows, suggested donation, $50. These are all suggestions. We accept more.
Correct. You're right.
You can donate right now. You guys have a Venmo, Mihaela-King. You can donate on GoFundMe at Abram King. Cash or check. Additional info can be found on hometownstation.com.
Now, if somebody wants to get a hold of us to get tickets, there's a couple ways they could do that. They could email us at abramsjourney2020@gmail.com. And they can say, they can give us their Venmo name if they like. We can request their payment and send them their tickets, or they can just email us. We'll work it out. one way or another.
abramsjourney2020@gmail, or they can go to GoFundMe and donate and write in the notes that they'd like tickets.
And
Right.
we'll make sure
And we'll
they get tickets.
send them tickets.
Yeah.
Awesome. We also have all the information on hometownstation.com. Again, that email is abramsjourney2020@gmail.com. abramsjourney2020@gmail.com. All the info also on hometownstation.com. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Best of luck at the event. Best of luck at the Napa Center. Let me know about the progress, please.
We will.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Listen,
coming in.
we just want to we want you guys to know how much we appreciate you and
Yes.
and the station. You guys have done so much to help others, and you're helping us, and it's wonderful what
course.
you guys do.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
Well, best of luck at the event, and I'm sure we'll have a recap. I want to see videos of Abram dancing. I want all of it. I want all the
will.
footage.
You
It's
will.
fabulous. We
Time
will.
for a quick break. Stay tuned. We have Live Look at Traffic coming up.